Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword being published on Friday the 12th of September 2025, and we've got a new setter. I don't know how you say the name, Kybos, Kybos. We had a new setter last week who was City. Their puzzle took me about 17 minutes. It was very enjoyable, I think. So I'm hoping something like that again today. Obviously with the new setter, you don't know where they've pitched it, and they probably use a lot of unfamiliar words, or don't use any of the old chestnuts. So I don't know. Let's find out what it's like. Let's reset the timer and crack on. Section husband over wife's performance. Show. I think that's show, isn't it? Section SH. I think that's show. Not sure. Keep an eye out for one with hands around the watch. Yep. This one, clean city bath. Lively coach beginning to train swimmer. Ooh, some kind of lively coach beginning to train. Laugh about covering American and European cost of transportation. Some kind of fair, I would have thought that is. European, US, American airfare. Maybe that's wrong on show. Husband over wife is HOW. Section performance. I don't know, I'm going to take that out for a second while I think about it. This one, right. Come after job, daughter had. Post, come after. Don't know, foreign characters provided, internets backed. Internets, ISP, PSI is one of the Greek alphabet, isn't it? Characteristic of mounted US soldiers' personality. Well, mounted US soldiers' cavalry, isn't it? Characteristic, is that just a hidden word backwards maybe? Mounted US soldiers' personality. SUD. I think US soldiers' GI. Characteristic trait. Trouble is, I burst all over the place. Looks like some kind of anagram going on. Trouble is, I'd burst. I'd burst all over the place. Shorter leg wear, saving money. Shorter leg wear, surely that's just trouser. Take a letter off to get to saving, saver. Right, let's go back to the crosses. Chat about a great story. Gas, saga, saga. Simple. Bum bum. Empty out all contents of bevy pack. What we got? BYPK. Mum 8. It doesn't work. Empty out all contents of bevy. So what we got? Evac U8. There we are. Went the wrong way. Scottish legend to take part in his siege. That must be a hidden word, mustn't it? But Nessie, there it is. Yeah, that's Scottish legend. Nice. Cheery start to unknown piano. Hit up beat. I think that is. Waiter's ability is rotting up nice pate. Must be anagram nice pate, mustn't it? Which is waiter's ability. Don't know. Okay, flash sucker. Flash sucker, what would that be? Tentacle, flash. One in every two coming back. Flash again after leaving the south. Quar. One in every two. Half? Yeah, just half, isn't it? Simple. It saves sailors and passengers failed to be moved. Failed to be moved. Is that just a life raft? What's that life raft? There's some kind of life raft there, isn't there? Lifeboat is the anagram. One who uses manoeuvre to stop military engineers retreating. One who uses manoeuvre. Okay. Penny leaves fruit for every person. Pear. Peach. Peach. Each. There we go. Alright, well, that's not bad, is it, really? Laugh about is he. American is a European. Okay, so maybe we're looking for Dane. What am I looking for? Laugh about covering. American HA. There's an American fair. He. Cost of transportation. Surely a fare of some sort. What would that give me? FAR. Lively coach. Coach beginning to train swimmer. Lively. Aquatic. No. What's this? Trouble is I'd burst. Yeah, I thought it was an anagram. Disturb. There it is. This one, shorter leg wear. Saving money. Tight. Okay, tight. Tights. Come after daughter. Come after daughter. Job had 8. I think that is. Daughter 8. Job is a post. Post 8. There we go. Characteristic of mounted. That's GI, isn't it? Sig. Nature. Characteristic. Soldier's personality. Nature. Yeah, signature. That was an ing, which is a bit of a nightmare for that one. Swimmer could be a ling, I suppose. Coach beginning to train swimmer. Train, ling. Coaches to lively is startling, beating, eek. Those ones are a bit of a problem. Join after. Did I not look at this one? I haven't looked at the downs, have I? Join after dropping new friend forever. Well, it can't be forever being ever, can it? Eventually. Let's keep going on downs then. Expert finally stops. Headless fun in coup de grace. Cool. Expert is an ace. Coup de grace is a expert finally stops. S. Let's. What have I done there? What's going on? Old-fashioned chief, advanced in charge. That looks like it should be an ISC. Old-fashioned is anarchic. Is it anarchic? Anachronic? No, not anarchic. Okay, let's go to a large gun. Panic. Alarm. Alarm, yep. Propose. Police officer leaves stories. Constable. So, it's not constable, is it? Proposes to table. Okay, there we are. Right. Remote force returns. Remote far. RAF. Yeah, the RAF returning. This one. One who uses military manoeuvre. Engineers retreating. ER. What have I gone there? Come back. Gosh. One who uses manoeuvre to stop. What's this over here? Waiter's ability, nice pate. What do waiters do? Wait tables, obviously. Napkinate. Got 2 E's to get rid of. What's over here again? Flash. Sucker. Ooh. That's not nice. This one, old-fashioned. I think that's an archaic arch. Chief is arch, isn't it? Oh, if I'm typing correctly. Which makes that flash would be sucker. Tack, tock, tick, tack, tack, tick, tuck, tock. So I'll be coming back to that one for a while. Right, let's go back up a little bit. So we've got 8 minutes. Not bad then on that front. I'm sure that's show, but I don't. Section is an S, is it? I'm going to put that back in. What the heck? This laugh about would be ho. Covering American and European. I think E for European. No, that can't be an O, can it, there? Cost of transfer. Unless I'm looking at the wrong end of the clue. Cost of transformation is a fare. This one, lively. Coach is a bus. Bustling, okay. So that gives me US, doesn't it? Usable, use, house, what's this? Horse, US. Eek. I just can't see that one unless I've got the H feels wrong to me. I don't think it is based on the clue, but H-U. What? I think we're looking at cost of transportation here, but just can't see that one. This one, waiter's ability is rustling up, was it? Nice pate, so N-I-E-C-P-T-A-E. Oh, there is an A and an E. I'm assuming that's an anagram, nice pate, because it looks like one. It should be. Waiter's ability. Pan. Expert. This is surface. Surf ace. Stops endless fun. Endless fun is FU, isn't it? Okay. I had to think that earlier. Stops. Finally stops. Coup de grace is a... This was join after dropping new friend forever. New friend is an ally. Was that an ally? Eventually, event. Join. Join after dropping new friend. So I think that's an ally. If that was a Y for ally there, as I think it is. One he uses to stop military, army. Army. Lawyer. I've lost the clue. Why does the clue disappear? One who uses manoeuvre to stop military engineers retreating. Employer. Oh goodness. Can that be employer? That would be a full. That can be an ally. Join. Forever is... What's forever? Not eventually. Everlastingly. Joining. Join is to wed. Enlist. Enroll. It's got finally stops. Endless fun is FU. And coup de grace. Coup de grace is a... I don't know what the coup de grace is. It's the final thing, isn't it? One who uses manoeuvre. One who uses is an employer. Manoeuvre to stop military engineers retreating. I'm not convinced that is employer by the wordplay, but I think it is from the answer. Sackful. Expert is a... What is it? An expert T. Endless fun. In coup de grace is a... What's coup de grace? This is my annoying one, really. If I could just... Yeah, anagram should be able to get, really. 13 minutes, which is about where I like to be, and I've got 3, 4, 6 left, is it? But all scattered around, which isn't good. This one, tack, sucker. Can't see that being... Oh, blast. Yeah, archaic. What was archaic? Advanced engineer. Flash. Tact. Tact? Flash? Don't think so. Taco. K feels like the most likely letter there. Attach. There's not a lot of things to go there. E, K and H really. Maybe an S. Flash. Gosh, this is just... Eat pints doesn't really work. Pat. I'm assuming I'm getting that right way, but not convinced. Join after dropping new friend forever. I'm sure a friend is an ally there, or pal maybe. And I've got a P actually, haven't I? P. Pie. Oh, what kind of pie is it? Is it a pie? Can... I think it's a pie, but... Pecan pie. If that isn't a P, then it can't be C, T, N. Could be an N? No, not really. Can only be an E then, can't it? Or an E or an I. Well, if it wasn't an E, I. What's this? After dropping new friend. If that's an ally or a pal, really. Could be a mate, I suppose. Join. Ugh. I feel really stumped on these two clues that, over here and over here just don't seem like they want to laugh about covering American. Well, American must be S, mustn't it? But that then just gives me a word I don't know. House, horse. Unless show is wrong. Bath I'm fairly confident about. Clean. Yeah, your bath. Bustling, yep. Nessie, yep. So I'm going to pause the video while I think to myself. Okay, well I've added tick in here, so a tick as in a sucker being a creature, tick that sucks on you, a flash, in a tick, so that's helped me out. I've been alphabetical on this one, I'm getting nowhere on that either, so not great. I don't know if it employs right or not right, really. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go back to pause mode while I think to myself. And yeah, I've added skillful now, a couple of seconds, so we're at 20 minutes. Skill, so kill is the coup de grace. Got my eye in there now. Patty. Patience. Waiter. Oh, that kind of waiter. Patience, right. Even, what's this? Is this the last one? I've got employer in there. I've still got that one up in the top corner. Eventually. Dropping new friend, N for, okay, join. Is that patience? Let's just check my anagram. I mean, it must be because it's a waiter, isn't it? So it's a bit of a whatever. Eternally. I don't know what that is. Join. Enter. Yep, okay. So I think it has to be employer, which just leaves me this one up in the corner that I've got no feel for at all. So I can put that up, can't I? 21 minutes. And what am I doing? Take that out for that bit. Assuming that's a bus for a coach, which I think it is. All the clues look right. Cost of transportation is the fare. But that doesn't, I mean, that leaves me with nothing. How fare, hall fare. Unless I've got something wrong here. Section, but you see husband is H, O for O and W for wife. Performance is a show. And the W's in place. To laugh is to he or ho, I'd have thought. Or is it just an anagram of laugh? Covering US. Probably not, because I've got enough letters. And European could be the E on the end. A for American. Which leads me to get the cost of transportation, which I just cannot. Whatever way. Haulage. I think that is. Why is that haulage? I can put put that in, can't I? So American is an A. Hulag, laugh, it's an anagram. Okay, bustling, there we go. 2244. Gosh, that was a bit of a trauma there with some of the bit too much misdirection for my liking in that one. 2244. Wow. Okay. Right. Let's go through those clues. Try and get to it. There we are. So yeah, S for section is an abbreviation I've never seen before. H for husband is an abbreviation. O for over is to do with cricket, and W for wife. So that's fair enough. And the performance is a show. Something to come after is if you post date a check, then it comes after that date. Something post date is come after. A job is a post. D for daughter, and had is 8. Lively is bustling. Coach is a bus. Beginning train is the T, and a swimmer is a ling. To chat is to gas. Turn that around gives you sag. Put an A on the end gives you saga, which is a great story. Bath is a city towards south of England. In south of England, and if you clean, you're bathing something. Empty out all the contents of. Sorry, empty out is to evacuate, and then all the contents of. So take the EV from bevy, the AC from pack, the U from mum, and ATE from hated. Scottish legend is Nessie, as in the Loch Ness monster. Take part in is saying it's a hidden word across. In is siege. To be cheery is to be upbeat. Start to unknown is U. P for piano, and a hit is to beat. Waiter's ability. So a waiter in this term is not anything to do with restaurant waiters. It's someone who waits, and they have patience, which is an anagram of nice pate. Rustling up is your anagram indicator. Tick. So we've got a double definition here. So if I say I'll give you that in a tick, in a flash, in a moment, that's one definition. A sucker, well, ticks, those little creatures that can attach themselves to you and suck blood and whatever. 1 in every 2 is half, that's definition. Coming back, flash, so we turn the word flash round and then leave the south, so get rid of the S from that, gives you half. It saves sailors and passengers is a lifeboat, which is an anagram failed to be. Moved is your anagram indicator. One who uses maneuver to stop. Military engineers retreating. Well, one who uses is an employer. Maneuver is a ploy. And military engineers retreating, I think, is the RE and ME. Royal engineers, I'm not sure what the ME is. Military engineers, I suppose. Don't know. But anyway, ploy is a manoeuvre, I think, going in there, stopping it. So put it in the middle of it. Penny is a P, leaving the fruit. So fruit is a peach. Peach minus P is each, and 1 for every person is each, 1 each. On the downs, we've got an anagram of laugh, which is the covering American, so put that A there, and then put H-U-L-A-G, well, it doesn't matter which A goes in the middle anyway, and then an E for European on the end, which gives you haulage, which is the cost of transportation. Nasty definition there, and kind of tough clue to spot what's going on. Watch, if you keep an eye out for something you watch, and one with hands around your wrist, well, wrist watches have hands on them. Foreign characters, so we've got the Greek character psi, which I've never seen appear in a crossword, and probably sums up, I think, how this puzzle's gone really in terms of let's do something slightly different, but and therefore disrupt my rhythm. Backed internet service provider, so an internet service provider is more commonly known as an ISP. Put it backwards gives you PSI. A characteristic of mounted US soldiers. Characteristic is a signature, I think, and mounted US soldiers are GIs going upwards. Mounted is your going upwards signal, GIs being the US soldier, and personality is your nature. I think it could go either way really, as to whether characteristic is your nature or personality is your nature. But I think characteristic is definition and personality is the nature. Not sure about that. Maybe characteristic in nature, because personality is a bit more transient. Anyway, that's what the clue is about. Trouble is I dispersed all over the place. Okay, trouble, if you trouble someone, you disturb them. I'd burst is an anagram of disturb. All over the place is your anagram indicator. Legwear in this case is tights, but make it shorter, so take the S off of tights, becomes tight, which is saving money. A bit tight-fisted. To join is to enter, but drop the N for enter gives you eter. Dropping, so drop the N of enter down, so it becomes etern, and then a friend is an ally, and forever is eternally. If you're expert at something, then you're skillful. Finally, stops. So we've got an S for S from stops to begin the clue. Endless fun is take the N off of fun and put FU in the coup de grace. Well, the coup de grace is the kill, which gives you skillful. Old-fashioned is archaic. Chief is arch rival, chief rival. Advanced is an A, and in charge is IC. A is in the clue. L for large, and a gun is an arm. And panic is alarm. So we've just got, I think, two more. To propose a motion in a meeting, you would be tabling the motion. A police officer is a constable, but leaves the Tories. So take the cons. The Tories are the Conservatives, colloquially known as the cons. So cons off of constable becomes table. And remote is far, and the force returning. So we've got the RAF going upwards to the Royal Air Force. So there we go, all done. 22-14. Those last few were not too nice, really, especially tick and haulage. If I could have unravelled patience earlier, I think I might have got there a bit quicker on those. Skillful as well, a bit tough. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching.